Hello, Sagittarians. Wow, great sign. Love Sag. And great forecast for you. Can't wait to share it. Let's do it. This is fabulous. All right, this is your forecast for December. Let's start with Mars. Passion, action. Uh, wherever Mars is what comes first to you. It's what you throw yourself into. It's what you fight with and fight for. It's in your fifth house of fun and games. Oh, and children. And these can be children of the mind or the body. But, if you have kids, they want your attention this month. And you're going to be putting a lot of attention on them. And of course, this is the holiday time. It makes perfect sense. This is also Mars is sex, Mars is passion. It's time for you to enjoy yourself. Do I have to explain? Okay. Moving right along. This Mars has been in your fifth house for a while. It is no longer retrograde. So things are moving forward in the area of creativity and fun and games and projects that you are perhaps artistically creating, and kids, of course. But it's in the shadow of the retrograde until January 4th, the first week of December, excuse me, of January. And what this means is we may still feel the remnant of the retrograde Mars, but things are moving along nicely now. And once Mars gets out of the shadow of the retrograde, they will move forward even more so. And it is time to party. It's been time to party. So I hope you've partied. Okay, let's look at the rest of your forecast. This is really terrific. Venus, the planet of love, it's pink. It's a pale pink. It's actually a neon pink, but it doesn't show up that way on this screen. It's been in your 12th house of behind the scenes activities, so that there may be a real need on your part for privacy, particularly when it comes to love and loving relationships. On the 15th of the month, it moves into your first house. And man, you are looking good. I mean, beautiful. You're feeling good. And Venus, the planet of love, helps you love you. When you love you, the world loves you. When you love you, you don't need other people as much. And that's what draws them to you, because they know you got something going on. They just don't know what it is. It's love. And if everybody loved themselves and felt worthy and good enough because they love themselves, we wouldn't have war. Mm-mm. We have war because people don't love themselves. So how can they love their neighbor? How can they love anybody? I'm just saying. So you got it going. Now, look at the sun, the yellow planet. It is the giver of life. It's the center of our solar system. It is life itself. And it is in your first house. And so you're loving you, you're expressing you. And of course, Sagittarius, you might say, well, I always express me and I express the truth. It's a double whammy right now. If we were able to socialize the way we were able to before the pandemic, I would say you would be the number one party guest, because when you walk in, you talk about yourself, you'd love yourself, you'd break the ice for everybody and they'd be flocking around you. Well, you can do the same thing online. Yep, you sure can. Okay, Mercury, what you think about and talk about yourself. It's in the first house. And this is terrific, because if you don't love you, if you don't think the world of yourself, who's going to? Okay. Now, on the 20th, Mercury moves into your second house of money. So you're thinking about money, you're talking about money, and whatever you put your attention on grows. And on the 21st, the sun moves into your second house. the creator, the giver of life. Oh dear, the money that you can create, it doesn't put a dollar amount here, but I would suggest that you shoot for the moon. And as a Sagittarian, I'm sure you will, because you can create more money at a time when it is really needed. Okay, now we have a new moon on the 14th. Whenever we have a new moon, the energy starts moving forward. And this is not just any old new moon. By the way, it's on the 14th in 23 of Sag. Find 23 of Sag in your birth chart, combine it with the solar reading that I'm giving you, and you have the whole picture. This new moon is a solar eclipse. Whenever we have an eclipse, it's a cosmic explosion. It really moves forward. It really moves the energy forward, and I love it. It amplifies everything I just said about your first house. We feel the effects of an eclipse at least a week to 2 weeks before it occurs. And we feel it till the next pair come along, or threesome sometimes. And that will be in the spring of 2021. And so here you've got this fabulous eclipse urging you forward to do what you want, when you want, how you want, because you want. And I'm saying, yeah, do it. Okay. Then we have a full moon. Now, on the full moon, things come to a head with a pop. It's on the 29th or 30th, depending on where you live on this planet. And it's in 9 degrees of Cancer. Find 9 of Cancer in your birth chart, because that's where it will happen, and combine it with this reading I'm giving you. This full moon in your 8th house is the house of secrets and privacy, and transformation, and other people's money and other people's values. And so you can help other people financially, or work with them for a mutually beneficial financial reward. Don't you love it? I think it's terrific. So, party on. And I look forward to seeing you next month. By the way, if you'd like me to read your chart or your forecast, just go to my website, MaxineTaylor.com. It's all there. So, my dear Sagittarian friends, until we meet again, may the stars shine brightly on you and yours. Bye for now.